That's what I thought found interesting about your street. It's like you don't have any. I never saw any type of like most others, not Dubai, but like most other cities, they've got like the sewer where or like the culverts where all the rain and like everything else goes. You don't seem to have that on your streets, so I've never
Well,
seen that.
it's actually two doors down.
Oh, it's two
There's
doors down. Okay, because I'm like I've never seen them over in David's neighborhood. So I was like, what
yeah.
happens when it rains a lot? Does it just get absorbed into the ground or?
Well, I had a car that floated one time.
Re- Really? Yeah, that
Yeah,
much. Okay. Okay.
it was it's funny. It was out my street.
I'm gonna say before you say the story, I want to hear it. See, these are what you should be making videos about. Like that right here, talking about your story of your car floating away. I'm just saying.
There you go. And it was funny because I got a couple of neighbors said, "Why don't we push it up?" And we actually pushed up in the neighbor's driveway, and it was easy to push. Just kind of floated.
That's I was like I'm just there's certain cities you go to and the culverts going into the rainwater like into the sewer are like very large systems. So just I know you're in a really old part of North America there, so I just that wouldn't surprise me that you had that experience.
But
Um,
ever since then, they've been cleaning out our sewers pretty regularly.
okay.
They bring these old sucker trucks up there, and I'm not sure if they suck them up or what, but they keep them pretty clean.
I'm just logging into Facebook to see if we have issues with live streaming at the same time to Facebook or not. I have HeyGen open because they've made a lot of there's a couple things I want to talk about today. I mentioned bringing up HeyGen. It's like an AI video generation system. They've changed a lot of things. They've changed a lot of things recently. You can now make videos for free over there. Obviously, they're short videos and you have a limited length you can make, but to, you know, um, be able to make videos without any cost, it's nice system to play with. That's where you'll find um it's funny because I know some people don't like AI videos. Some people don't even know they exist, and other people just love making them because there's no effort. You just type a script in, it pops something out. Even if it's full of errors or whatever, it's fun to post them to see what the reaction is. And I haven't really posted an AI video of myself for probably like a month or so, something like that, maybe a bit longer, just because I've been busy with other things. Um, and I got a notice that there was so I'm like, hey, we'll go into HeyGen today just to see what updates there have been, show you a free tool to use to start, coming up with some video content. Um, there's this if you've seen anything on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or any other platforms recently where there's like the videos look just ridiculous. Um, it may be a system called Sora. There's usually little like floating ghost watermark on those videos.
Right.
I haven't used it. I have an account. I haven't used it in about a month, and it sent me a notice. So it sent me a notice Thanksgiving. I think Thanksgiving because I've done a couple. I've posted a few. I haven't posted them all because I was trying to figure out if I could. I was coming up with the video ideas. I've also been sick this week, so I was like, okay, I want to see how well these perform. I know how well they're performing on Instagram and Facebook right now. Much better than a regular video of my face. I haven't posted them to YouTube, but I was going to do that this weekend because I've made a couple hacking ones, and then I've made a couple about app development, and then I was going to make some for the YouTube class just to see. Obviously, they're like 10 seconds long, so they're going to be automatically added to my shorts on each of the YouTube channels just to see how many viewers it gets because on Facebook alone and Instagram. So I don't know if you saw them, David. Julie saw them. It was like the me bringing Thanksgiving supper over, knocking at somebody's door, and then there was the Macy's parade. Um, Within a very short time, I'm let's gonna say an hour. Within an hour, maybe over 2,000 views, which is crazy because my normal content does not get that much traction typically, and this is why we have YouTube class because we want to, make sure you make content and get better at storytelling and pushing out content regularly. I couldn't believe I was like, because so I'm like, but I've had some comments where I'm like, do these when you're watch obviously the AI version of me looks 95% accurate. The the video I upload, I think you just upload a photo of yourself and it animates you fully. But of course, the videos are limited to 10 seconds. So if you see weird videos of, let's say, the most prolific ones I think I see are of animals showing up on front yards or ringing the doorbell or animals driving. You'll see these weird videos, and you're like, well, how have people made them? They've made them with these AI tools, specifically Sora, but Sora only outputs 10-second videos. And if you see something that's longer than 10 seconds, what they've done is they've spent a lot of time crafting the script, uploading it into Sora, and then downloading it and then putting it into a video editor like CapCut and then editing it. So it looks like it's seamless. It looks like it's one video, but it's actually been chopped up a couple of videos chopped up to make that video. So um, j just a tool that people are using to make videos. So obviously script, you have to come up with scripts to make these things. You can type,
You
but
should share them. You should share the two videos to share
I
all the
am
glory of these videos.
I am literally trying to log into Facebook right now. See if I have the
Hey,
same issue I had last week where it told me I was a hacker. It does not like my Facebook account does not like me sitting in Las Vegas. So
hey, even Michelle did it with her dogs, She
yeah, no,
put her dogs in
you
the
know, it's just to
parade.
make it's literally just to make content and remind people that you exist, right? And it's fun. Um, I don't know if I would sit. I don't know if there's any copyright issues of sort like obviously if I go, if I show you HeyGen's not outputting videos with watermarks, but Sora is. Google's got a bunch of video tools now too, so it just depends on them. Like, okay, they're for fun. You'll get a lot of clicks on social media. I wanted to actually download them, overlay them with links, so that way there's actually a purpose to the video versus just me just having people who think they know what I look like watch it 2,000 times, right? So helps me with my analytics, helps me with getting paid by Facebook. Not that I get paid a lot by Facebook, but it's like 100 and some dollars a month. Okay,
I found it, and I'm going to share my favorite
okay,
one.
go ahead, because it's not letting me log into Facebook right now.
Okay, so out of all of them, this one's my favorite because it's the worst in being funny. Okay.
Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm Mike Duffy, and you're riding with the first ever tech float leading the parade. I've got a crew of ethical hackers behind me, making sure the lights stay dancing and the music keeps bumping. You ready to kick Thanksgiving, everybody? I'm Mike Duffy, and you're riding with the first ever tech float
Yeah.
leading the parade. I've got a
You
crew.
have to love all the hands that came out of, the extra hand and and then it merges back.
This is the that is the challenge with using AI and letting it do whatever, not having
Oh, this
control.
this
Okay,
one,
okay, hi.
who does
Hi.
this? Who puts
Can
the
somebody open
jelly
up? I'm one
under the
sneeze away from wearing
bag?
the yams. Here, please. Door. Anyone? Oh, thank you, thank you. I owe you one. Okay, okay, hi. Hi.
I don't know if it's funniest is that the doors close before you get
You know
back.
what? And as soon as I posted that video, I saw a whole bunch of It's those ones, those two videos were automatically just generated by Sora. So I didn't
I thought
ask for them. They were just automatically generated. And then I saw other people that I follow on Facebook and Instagram uploading them, their own version of them, right? So it's when
Yeah,
you
here you
don't,
go. Promoting
Friday's a
consumerism.
beast. Here's my game plan to save big without losing your mind.
First, make a list of exactly what
You need and check prices now so you know a real deal. Stores open early, but the best doorbusters vanish even earlier. Shop from your phone while the turkey. Friday's a beast. Here's my game plan.
Guess you're promoting consumerism too, Mike.
well, it's just to get clicks. It's just to get clicks.
I've been
And
seeing a few on Elon, how they got him talking.
yeah, there's a lot of celebrities on Sora that have shared their avatars, and you can do whatever you want with their face. I think is just a way to for them to brand themselves and appear to look relevant. So, um, if you see a ton of videos made a ton of weird looking artificial videos made with celebrities in them, they've probably allowed the public use of that of their image, and they just want to be on top of everybody's mind. A way to do branding, you know. This is if you're not making if there's no content out there on out on social media with your face on it, with your brand on it, nobody's gonna remember you exist. So I think Facebook's working today.
But it
They
also
told me.
shows like how you can't really believe anything you're seeing anymore, right? So like if you look at it, besides the one that obviously had the extra arm come out of all of those, um, if you didn't know Mike, you might actually think they were real, right? And so that's the thing is like it's definitely getting to this fine line where it's going to be more and more difficult for us to determine what's real and what's not. I think that's actually kind of disturbs me a little bit, but
Well, I think we've
Or
already
may
just. I think we
or
already
maybe
just.
it's waking us up.
I
That
think.
a lot of what we're not seeing is not real.
I think you'd have to do a poll and ask people if they actually think the videos they see are real. Because I'm going to assume that unless you're playing with AI video tools, they're assuming everything's real. I'm like, come on. Even last year, the Coca-Cola video was AI. So now we're going to go into our second Christmas of a fake Coca-Cola commercial, which means how many other commercials, if anything's animated, we're assuming at some point animation went from things being drawn on paper to being computer generated. Um, even like series that have been rebooted, for example, like King of the Hill, it just re-released on Hulu or whatever in the last couple months. I love the old version. I have not watched the new version other than like trailers or commercials. I know from reading some promotional stuff on the internet that while people love those characters, they hate the new style of animation. Well, because it used to be hand drawn and now it's all computer generated. So of course the feel, the depth, the character, voices of the characters may be the same, one or two have changed. So you're like the characters are similar, characters are same or similar, voices changed a little bit, and now the animation style is completely different. But of course, in order to get it completed for a certain project, somebody would have pitched, "Hey, let's just slap this stuff into a computer and let's see what the computers can come up with, and then we're just going to output it and see if we can make enough money off of this to ensure further seasons get made." So, but yes, are we being woken up? Like, can we judge accurately what we're seeing, and or are we just zombies saying, "Hey, this looks funny, ha 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 ha"? I can't believe I saw these videos of this animal driving. Like, do we know it's fake? Do we know are we even assigning a perception to it, or it's just playing and we're just going through our lives? So That's to make content. That's really at the end of the day, if you get a book, I gotta make some content about my book that came out a month ago and I haven't done it. I was gonna sit in front of the camera and read my book out loud and just add that to my YouTube, and I haven't done that yet. So, but that's on the list to do. So, how you doing, Jeanette?
Oh, wake. Minus
You're right.
19 outside.
No, I
Minus
know.
19.
It's not that. It's like plus 13 here right now, but they'll get cold in about 2 weeks, I think, and then we'll have to move south again. But we're waiting for our vehicle to get fixed. So, good morning, Kristen. How are you doing?
Good morning. Doing good, doing good. More filming this week, trying to get to those 50 episodes. So I'd like to be done by February or March, but we'll see how the schedule goes. Other than that, just, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and happy Thanksgiving to whoever celebrates all that stuff. If not, cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. That's good. So, how? Well, last week you came back and told us how things were going. So, what's been your progress in the last week?
So last week we didn't film because of the holidays.
Hmm.
So what'll happen now is that we're getting into our season. We've got a good 20 episodes, so we're definitely launching. Let me get the calendar up. We are going to launch. Our goal is January 7th, Wednesday,
Okay.
and every week after that.
Okay.
Um, and until we hit 50, 50, 52. We want to do a year
Okay.
and then switch it from old timers to newer icons of the community. And now we're starting to work, now that we have product to make a sizzle reel, we're working on sponsorship to hopefully throw in there, start putting them in there after, say, episode 4. So we've given
Okay.
ourselves weeks after launch but I'd like to get the sponsorship app wrapped up before the 7th, at least 2 or 3 to throw in there, just to cover back end expenses at this point.
So, do you already have advertisers lined up, or?
No, well, we have 2.
Okay.
We have our location sponsors, so probably 3 because they let us use their locations for free. So we have a
Okay.
location sponsor and our technology sponsor who pays for all of our filming.
Interesting. So the location sponsor, it's because you're using that location. How did you get the technology sponsor?
They have somebody they pay as a media person for their business, but they didn't have
Okay.
full work for them.
Okay. 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 No, I just that's pro sponsors are kind of the challenge when when it comes down to because I've been around a lot of productions and it's either bootstrapped or there's an investor or it's always been the challenge with people making shows. They're like, "Hey, I want to promote this business, and I want to get these sponsors." And I see a lot of people. I've never landed a sponsor myself, but I know people ask me, "Well, how do you get sponsors?" And I'm like, "Well, you have to go have conversations with people, and they're going to ask you questions about demographics, viewers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera." So you're typically not going to have that stuff until you have a full season of 13 episodes already launched or ready to launch, right? So
Right.
I've gone through training on how to write pitch decks and land sponsors, but I'm not.
Well, I'm
It's
hoping because of some of the people we've interviewed, a few of them still have businesses. There's
okay.
a gentleman in town, Tony Ridgway, who he has a few restaurants. And there's a few people like him and some old timers who are still pretty connected with the community since we're doing the history of Naples.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that there's a few passion project sponsors out there to begin with, we're not asking for a lot of money to start. We're only looking for 5 grand.
Yeah, yeah, no, I know. It's just that's
But I get what
that's
you're
it.
saying.
That's typically where the content creators get stuck. It's like first they have to have content, which is, write your ideas, your scripts, get it in front of the camera, actually get stuff recorded, edit it if you're going to edit it, and then okay, hey, this cost us money. How do we recoup it? And it's if you've seen anybody with a syndicated show on whatever platform it is, usually they get that first advertiser, then they'll get a second. They start. It's just like how do you get from no average how do you get it from no sponsor to actually having a sponsor just to cover the bare minimum expenses in order to keep you passionate to keep create being in front of the camera and creating a series, right? So
Right. And it'll help once I get this room done. I was trying to do it before Christmas. We know how that goes. So, but come January, it should be done where I can just film in this room at all times and it'll go a little bit faster. Um, Zach, the videographer, he loves the way the sound is in here.
okay.
When we put the mics on, it's just a little crowded right now. I gotta clean it out.
Yeah, that's typical everyday life. It's like, hey, you've got an office, you got a studio, you got this. You're like, okay, it works for now, and then it's got to be cleaned. You got to get a project in and out, and then it's got to be closed. The
And then
typical.
we may have somebody we know is setting up a podcast studio, not because she plans on doing it, but it's because she thinks it's cool and she has the space. So if we can get her for a location sponsor and she doesn't want to charge us, then we can maybe rotate and use her sometimes. Only because she's going to have it very professional. She's actually asked Zach to help her find the correct items to put in there sound wise, cameras. She wants to buy all the equipment and then rent it out, which is great. We just don't have the budget. So she would have to be a sponsor. And if not, we've got this nice little space here.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of funny because I just had a friend I know in Toronto who's like, hey, we've got this podcast space. You want to come and film in it? And I'm like, I have no interest in going to Toronto at the current time. It's winter.
Yeah, yeah,
And he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, can you help me with fixing the website because everything's ready to go, but I need tech support now." And it's like, "Okay, that's fine." I'm like, "I've also got the same invite to use we got another project. We got another it's kind of like the Naples thing. We got another project we're working on and I've got a celebrity who's going to be helping me film it because it's in Niagara. So we got another but there's literally an open theater in Niagara Falls and he's like come use it and I'm like I have to travel.
Yeah.
Oh, this winter.
Speaking
So
of website, what would you recommend? Because we do want to put up, I have the name, I have the .com, and we wanted to put something up. My son said he can do Wix, but I
well
don't know
It's super like it's super easy to do like my booking calendar is just Calendly, right? And I can choose whether or not I want to charge for my time or not. I never really had anybody pay to book my time, my initial consultation, so I've just left it open right now. It's like 30, if you go to my cat, you know, I just have it advertised as 30 minutes free whenever, and then people can just book it. So he my friend set up he it's WordPress. I think it's overkill, but I was like, hey, whatever's not working on it, I think it's because he wants a lot of uh video and photos of the podcast space to entice it more. I would have suggested making an app because an app would be super much more easier than WordPress has so much maintenance, right? So I was like, something easy. Yeah, you can do it with Wix. Like, there's so many. And just because Wix is like all AI now, so you just tell the system, the website what you want, and it will just automatically build you something with very little input. So there's 100 ways to build a website, whatever you guys want to,
Yeah, I look at it kind of like more of a landing page, just a place that holds a video of people like the sizzle reel, a booking calendar, a way to get in touch with us if you're interested in working with us kind of
Yeah,
thing.
as I said, Calendly, there's a bunch of
I use
competitors for.
Calendly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a bunch of competitors for it. Some people don't like it. I'm like, it works just fine.
it's great.
Google Calendar also works for. Um,
I hate
I think that's what he actually wants to do is WordPress with Google Calendar. So I'm like, really, the technology doesn't matter as long as you get a domain, a domain, and you get a website. Like,
time.
just get it built and promote it because the end goal is just to get bookings. And then if you're like, hey, I want to add more components to it, then you might change it in the future. But we know the number one rule of success is just getting started.
Yeah.
Despite any technical issues, just do it because if you don't do it, we're
Yeah.
week 27 of YouTube University, right? So we've had people come in and they haven't come back. So I know they haven't made any content, right?
Right.
And then the students still interested are either working on something or they're pushing themselves to get started.
Mhm.
If you watch me, I'm completely non inconsistent with it just because I'm running a business. I got a whole
Right.
bunch of other stuff I'm doing, but we've done enough in the past where we've got monetized YouTube accounts. I'm getting paid like $130 a month on Facebook just for posting. And that's why when you see some weird stuff I post, I'm like, it's because I get paid more for that than a generic post. And
Mhm.
it's nice to have some haters once in a while. Some people, the more negative people comment on your stuff, the more Facebook pays you. So,
Right.
right? So it was great that it's just learning what people react to. It may not be politically correct. It doesn't matter because unless you're really sensitive to people's judgments and comments of you, and then at that point, I'm going to be like, why are you even running a business? Because not everybody's going to support you.
Right.
A lot of people are going to tell you you're wasting your time with making video content. A lot of people are like, oh, the lighting was weird, the audio was weird. I'm like, great, you watched it. Thank you for the feedback. Because we've been trained like when I was in Hollywood last week, it was a lot of about learning how to, judge the room, judge your audience, be yourself, and pitch. And it doesn't matter what type of feedback you get because everyone gets told no. And if they still have the balls to do it, they go out and do it, regardless of what the feedback is. And then 5, 10 years later, people are like, oh my God, they're so amazingly famous now. Well, they got started and they heard all the negative feedback. And
Mhm.
they're like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's my life, it's my creation, it's my project. So why does it matter what I do? Because unless you're paying me a lot of money, I'm not
Yeah.
going to do what you tell me to do anyway, right? So.
True. True. Cool. Then we'll get started on the website hopefully in the
No,
next week.
I was just interested because that was number one thing a lot of people get into, especially podcasters I talk to. They're like, "Why am I not getting any traction?" And I look at their stuff and I'm like, again, usually the intro, usually the first 30 seconds kills any video. And that's why long podcast intros are out. And you almost have to start with the finished project at the start to say, hey, we're going to go from this to this and stay tuned and then like the hook and then you show the end result. So I've been watching a lot of videos about the psychology of YouTube videos because there's a lot of people who just love the analytics and they're like, hey, here's how we transformed a non-performing video into a performing video and all we did was like change the hook and the timing by 2 seconds and then and they're really into it. So that's what I'm trying to learn those techniques to say, okay, this is what needs to, because when you're looking at people's content and you don't really know who they are, but they're like, hey, what do you think about this? And I'm like, this is so cringy. It's great. You make content and you've got a lot of viewers and a lot of subscribers, but here's why certain videos don't work for you and other ones are amazing. And it just depends on that first, like, for really, it's the first 30 seconds, but it's really the first 10 seconds. So, it'll be interesting to see your project.
Well, the videos that I watch, when they've got the intro, I always skip over it.
Yeah,
Like I
that's
just
exact.
skip
That's what.
right over
That's
and
exactly what I'm talking about.
and
It's
and then
and
if they
and
don't get into what I want to hear, I go to the end of the video, and if it's not there, they don't even bother.
and this is why it's super important when you have a YouTube channel. Look at is to look at the analytics. I know a lot of people are just throwing stuff up and just not really looking at their analytics because they don't want to be depressed about them, and it's okay. It's that it's that learning it's that learning thing. I'm not too worried about mine so far because I need to be in the mind mental mindset that I gotta make content regardless of what the world thinks about it, because there needs to be content there. And then eventually, I just refer people to certain the tech support videos. I just refer somebody comes and asks me about something. I'm just like, go watch this video I made about it. And then once you've actually watched it and give me some feedback about it, then I'm going to help you for further along in your process. So, um, I think I'm going to go and open up.
When
But
I
thank
have
you for that.
something to analyze, I'll be going back and
Well,
watching those analyze
Well,
videos
no,
again.
that's the thing, because usually with Facebook and Instagram, since it's such a small audience that already knows you, I don't worry about those analytics too much, because they're people who already know and who already know you and follow you, and it is what it is. And if they're leaving negative comments, it's probably because you just popped up on their radar, or you're running ads and you're shoving yourself in their face all the time and they don't like it. And then you just tell them to go click on that button and say, Facebook, don't show me the video, the ads anymore, right? Because obviously when you're on those platforms, there's going to be the organic content that's made by you. And then if people are doom scrolling through videos, they're going to get hit with your ads. So, but those are way different those are different analytics. And I YouTube's kind of YouTube's the whole world, right? So yeah, of course you're going to have your subscribers who've come and found you and followed you, but a lot of people are discovering you for the first time. Like really, how I use Facebook and the other platforms is I'm like, hey, I've seen these people or they're friends of friends, and I just kind of want to see what they're, if I've run into them, then they must be doing something in business, or I've met them at a conference or whatever, and I'm just kind of interested in what their demographics are, what their service is, and how they say they're posting a lot on social media. I'm just gonna go I'm just gonna go watch, follow them, and just watch what they're doing to see if they are actually interesting. Because I don't like following other tech support videos because it's like I don't like the audience or I don't like the content there. So I was like, okay, I gotta go find stuff I like and then learn something from how they're um, communicating with their audience and the variety of videos that they make and how what they're doing, right? Because usually they're doing something interesting, and I'm like, okay, I like this, or I'm gonna learn something from this, or there's people in this audience I may want to advertise to because they all look like they're making money, and I like customers who make money. So I like going to events where people tell me, "Oh, hey, I just spent this much money on investing in this business." I'm like, "Okay." I like meeting business owners who were doing things and spending money and building businesses rather than people who come to us and say they're broke and they want me to fix their stuff for free. So I like clients with money. So that's just the audiences I look for when I'm learning from other content creators. But I've got HeyGen open, and I just wanted to. I've been talking about it for the last couple of weeks. I wanted to go in and make some videos, and then I learned. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can set up free accounts with HeyGen. So I'm just going to share my screen just to give you guys like another idea. I think last time we were in HeyGen. If you haven't heard of HeyGen, I'm going to share my screen here, and there's a lot of there's a lot of content creators online. I don't need to drop the names. They're full. All their videos are AI. I know probably about a dozen content creators on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and they're all. Can you see that? You can see. I'm sharing my screen. You can see it. So, Jesus, it says I'm screen sharing. Okay, perfect. Okay, so there's this platform. I showed it a couple. Probably I think last time I was using it was September. So I was making a whole bunch of videos for my app. So I've got a cybersecurity app, and there's a bunch of training modules in it, all the videos. are made with this HeyGen platform. Um, I'm pretty sure it's like I obviously have a paid account, but I'm pretty sure now it says you can do them for free. So I just want to go set up a free account just to show you what limits you might have, just in case this is of any interest to you. I think I just, of course, I want you to make an account, and you probably can't see this right now because I'm signing into a free account I just made like half an hour ago. With HeyGen, I've been everybody's doing Black Friday deals right now. I was watching a bunch of courses yesterday, and I knew a lot of people were doing a lot of content creators on the internet who do webinars and other trainings. They've completely automated all their videos. Everything is being, all the scripts are literally, all the whole webinar or video that they're doing, the script is typed out, it's entered into HeyGen. HeyGen is literally just popping out a video, and then what they're doing is they're cutting in screenshots of whatever they're showing you or whatever they're training you on. So I don't know if it's gonna let me do my two-factor authentication to log in. Well, that's interesting. Let me try this again with a different account. I don't. Oh, there we go.
Halfway point of the game of Wool, and episode 4 gave me something.
Okay, so I'm just gonna get the free. Okay, let's see if it lets me log in.
Welcome to Crime Beat. I'm Anthony.
And there's nothing on the screen. Why is that so weird?
Ingredient that's been used for its health benefits. For example, it has impact on visceral fat. Yeah, it's the fat that's really.
Okay, so screen sharing just crashed. That's interesting. Well, let's see if it lets me do this demo or not. I just wanted to give you guys an example of using using something that for free that will like maybe help you with your. Okay, I'm just gonna go back here to screen sharing. We'll see if it crashes again. Okay, I think it's back up. Okay, so I've got like a basic creator account where I can do unlimited videos. I have not, I've made videos. I likely have not made unlimited videos. So I think that's a really good price point for making videos. If you're interested, um, all you need to do gets all you need to do to get started with this platform is you can either upload a photo of yourself or upload a video of yourself, and it will bring you to life. Whether or not you like AI videos or not, this is just another example of a way to make video content and to get your ideas out there. I think I know if you upload a video of yourself, it's going to be a much more accurate than just a photo. Because of course, if you just do a photo of yourself, it's going to be animating your mouth, your facial features, not true to the way they would normally be if you uploaded a video, right? Because obviously a photo static, video is not static, so the AI video quality is going to be different between a photo and a video. But all of the ones I did back in August, September for my app were all just a photo, and it worked. But I know you can get really you can fine tune the details of your avatar if you do that video upload. But with the free account, 3 videos per month, videos up to 3 minutes, so that's really up to 9 minutes worth of video for you. Which pretty decent just to get started, just to see if this is a platform you like. Of course, there's other video generation platforms on the internet. I'm not endorsing any of them because we've had issues with um I know in the past couple of weeks or earlier on YouTube University we were using something called Syllabi, and I think it just drove us while we could make some fun videos with it. It just drove us both crazy dealing with tech support issues and opening, and I know they make a lot of money, and I'm always gonna I I know the owner. I kind of make fun of them once in a while, just telling them how many tech support issues we went through. But they're a startup company, so they know they're going to have issues with their software, and as long as their customers are okay with the issues, they don't care. But I'm one of those guys. I'm like, okay, there's just so many technical issues with your software that I'm done using it for the foreseeable future. May use it again in the future, may not. There's plenty of other video tools to use, and I don't have enough time to play with them all to learn them technically properly. But the goal is to shorten your time, shorten the frustration with making videos, and AI videos are one way to help you with your learning process and get content pushed out and just see what the like earlier in this call, Julie showed the Sora videos, the quick 10-second Thanksgiving videos. I didn't actually make them. Sora just alerted me the other day that it had made me these Thanksgiving videos, and I'm like, sure. I didn't even ask for them. I'm just gonna throw them up on Facebook and Instagram, and instantly got 2,000 views. And I'm like, okay, maybe maybe that's just the way I should be doing quick little teaser videos. Is these, um, you know, a couple per day just to drive views to our page and then follow those people and reach out to them to see if they need any of our services. But so it's free account, 3 videos per month, videos up to 3 minutes. The quality is kind of low, 720p, but it doesn't really matter when you're uploading videos to the internet what quality they are. So um, I think I'm just going to choose on this one, and we just want to go through and see what questions we get asked. I would say I'm a business owner. I don't think these are going to reflect what the account looks like, but what does it matter? I don't think I can skip this questionnaire, so I have to answer the questions. I'm just going to say not yet. I'm going to create content. I'm just going to say other. I could say YouTube, but I don't want to give them any information about me. Okay, so we've created a brand new free HeyGen account. So I just want to see what it will make. Let's go video agents. This is just going to make a general thing. So make a promotional video for YouTube University. Our URL is YouTube.com. Okay, I'm just gonna see what AI will make me for IamYouTubeFamous.com. So simple. I'm making a promotional video for YouTube University. It is a weekly class where aspiring content creators get together to discuss the projects they are currently working on. I don't know what this. I haven't been in here for a couple months, so I don't know what the video is going to look like, and I don't think I've ever used their. It says beta, so this must be a new option in here, but we're going to just do automatic. You have the option of auto, 15 seconds, whatever, up to a minute. And then we're just going to do portrait because I'm just going to upload these to YouTube Shorts and Facebook and Instagram. So I'm going to click go, and we're just going to see what it does. I don't know how long it takes. I know when you use the Sora, Sora. I've been talking about Sora videos today. Sora is an app you can get on iPhone or iOS. It's from OpenAI, so the company that makes ChatGPT. They've got a video tool, a video app called Sora. It's probably been out 3 months, 4 months maybe. It's brand new. Um, oh, they made an app for it just because they were trying to get people. They're competing with Google Video and HeyGen right now, and everybody else has like standalone apps for making videos. So, okay, let's see what they topic: promotional video for YouTube University, audience, aspiring YouTube content creators, music theme. Okay, so it's decided it's going to make a 15-second video. English. Okay, so it's going to pick a young person, a young 20-year-old. Okay, let's just see if it. I think that Mr. Ridenour, I think the last time we were in HeyGen making videos for me and I was copying and pasting scripts, it kept throwing error messages, and I think that discouraged me from using HeyGen for a while. So now we're back in. Okay, it's asking me for permission to proceed. Would you like to proceed with this plan? We're going to hit yes, and we're just going to see what it pops out. See how long it takes and see what it pops out. I haven't used this feature before. That other software Sora I'm talking about, it's literally just making the I've only uploaded my face and it's just literally making me random Thanksgiving videos, which is great. I wouldn't have thought of making them, and I'm like, hey, 2,000 views I didn't have before, so it'll be interesting to see if HeyGen works today. Or the last time we demoed it in YouTube University, it kept throwing error messages, and then I think I tried it 2 or 3 weeks in a row, and it kept generating error messages, and then we got upset with it and we stopped using it for a while. So even though my account's paid and I'm paying them $30 a month, I stopped using their software because I was getting super frustrated with it. And I'm okay using different avatars for our businesses because realistically, I portray myself as a business owner. People know I have remote agents and I have employees or sales agents in other cities. So unless we were all together in a Christmas photo or in a, you wouldn't necessarily know who's working for a company anyway. So it's okay to introduce avatars in your video that aren't you, and then you can compare the video analytics between a video with your face versus videos without your face to see who does better. So no error messages so far. And I think we've got 2 more stages to go, or 3 more stages to go through. So it'll be interesting to see what it pops out for a video about I am YouTube or I am YouTube. Okay, there's more. I lied. There's more steps for this video. Understanding, planning, creating, and it's just going through. This is more successful than my last HeyGen video I tried to generate. But again, I think the issue with the last one was we had written a script using vidIQ, and then we copy and paste like we did it, but I believe we were showing how vidIQ could generate you a script based on keywords for your YouTube channel, and then we were copying and pasting that script from vidIQ into HeyGen. So there may have been hidden characters or something in that script because of course when you're using AI to generate text sometimes there's special characters in that text, and those special characters can screw up video generation systems. So if you don't type it out yourself, if you type it out yourself, you know there's no special characters. But if you copy and paste from an AI system into another system, there could be hidden punctuation or hidden characters in that text that are like they just break the system. So while it's great to use AI to generate your scripts, it's also great to rewrite anything AI generates just to make sure it sounds legitimate and also sounds the way you would talk with your normal vocabulary. So for this one, we're just gonna let the computers make a video for me and see what it looks like. And if it turns out decent, this is a way to make videos for any type of businesses, or if you have friends who have businesses, because generally I find business owners are or people trying to promote something or nonprofits have a challenge coming up with content to promote themselves, and then typically all you see is kind of like bad Facebook promo flyers and stuff like that, where it's I like watch if people are promoting an event, I like to see video of what they're promoting just to know the community, the style, just all the characteristics that go along with the event that people are promoting. I think that's how we found. I know a couple of weeks ago we went to when we were in Arizona, we went to like the national Christmas tree for the USA was on tour, and Flagstaff is one of the cities that it went through, and I think the way we found it is cool little event where we were, got to go um, take take make photos and video for social media. We got like it was a cool little community event that we would typically not go to, but the way we found out about it was video promotion. So okay, so I don't know how well the audio is going to work on this, but I'm going to play this and you let me know if you can hear it or not. I don't know if I shared the audio. Okay. So the only concern I have, the only you can tell it's a free. There's a watermark at the bottom. That's likely because it's a free account, but that's perfectly fine. I didn't have any issue with the audio, um, and I will probably use that as a promotional video because that sounds fine. The people look relatively alive, and there's no. I don't think I saw any extra limbs on anybody, so this is amazing because my Sora video, my Macy's Thanksgiving parade video that I uploaded had 3 arms. So this challenge sometimes with AI is things don't look proper, but I think that I think she's got I think that's the right number of fingers too. Yeah, no, those all those humans look okay in that video. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. So that is just me. That's using a free account on HeyGen, just typing in some words, and it literally just popped out a promotional video. So that is, um, I'm just gonna ask it if it can make me a longer one. Uh, I can also, I think you can upload assets like photos or videos if you want to incorporate a certain theme or template or style. But I'm just gonna ask it if it can make me a longer one. Can you make a longer video like 60s? And if not, I'll have to go start a brand new video from scratch. 15 seconds is fine. It's just nicer to have longer videos as well. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. So it's literally it remind we're working on another project where we're building apps for our businesses and a couple of friends' businesses, and it's funny because we're literally building these apps just using a technology called vibe coding, where you're just typing things into a chat bot, and the chat bot literally builds out everything for you, which is a completely different way of building a website compared to everything I was trained on, since I was trained on uh, pure HTML in like 1998, and then before website builders even existed, we had to build websites on an HTML code, and then we had certain softwares, and then it's just like how technology changes. You have to learn the start from the base, the you know start from one point and learn how to code, and then now we can just type into a chatbot, and the AI will just do whatever. Well, doesn't may not give you the output that you're necessarily looking for, but it will build you something, and that something is better than nothing. So it just depends on your level of OCD and perfectionism, and how perfect it must look compared to what your original idea was. But
Well, can I add to that? Because
go ahead.
you've got your daughter making apps and websites using this builder, and we had the conversation yesterday because the ironic thing with using it is some of the most complex things you get the AI to build or make you, no problems, no issues. You give it the instructions, it builds it out. My 13-year-old daughter agreed with me. Then there'll be a simple command like, can you remove this screen? And you can actually on the system, it's really great. You can even put it on where you can click on the item and make a comment too. So it's super like really user friendly, but we can struggle getting something basic removed from it where you're spending an hour arguing with the AI about removing something. But you gave it prior to that a very difficult page that you're developing with certain, that has to calculate certain things. Oh, that's not a problem. But trying to remove something that you even click on and show it what you want removed, that could be a problem. So it's kind of funny the irony of how the system is great, and like some of the things you're like, oh, this is gonna be a problem. It's never gonna understand it. It understands it fine. And then basic commands can be the most difficult thing it's ever received. So it's very interesting using technology.
Well, and I think this is like the whole, we've discussed this the whole time in this, we're on week 27. It's just that, right now in 2025, things like you might be using the same computer you've used for 10 years, right? But software and apps are just they're outpacing hardware. So things are just changing so fast, and ideas are changing so fast. So it's like, okay, um, if you've got patience, you're going to be able to deal with all the technology struggles, and you'll be like, hey, this is great, this isn't great. I'm not going to get worked up about this because, hey, um, it's gonna change in a month. So the struggle I have right now with a certain piece of it's like trying to get lighting to work in this um trailer. I brought my professional lights, and I've literally just resorted back to a certain angle with the webcam works better than all my professional lights, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm just not even going to worry about it because I'm not pretending like I'm in a fancy um I I'm not pretending I'm in a fancy podcast studio, and if anybody asks me where I am, I'm going to tell them I'm in my RV. The lighting is the lighting, and I can't do too much about it because I've already tried working on it, and it's frustrating me. So not going to worry about it too much. So, um, but things change a lot, especially with storytelling with all these platforms, right? So upload a video, make videos for yourself, upload them to YouTube, upload them to Facebook, upload them to Instagram, upload them wherever you got accounts, and just see what the analog see. Don't expect great likes, comments after 24 hours. It's going to take literally a month or longer Unless you already have a huge following and a huge audience, you're not going to get instantaneous results. It's going to be make the content, organically promote it, tell people you've got a YouTube, share it on all your social medias, put it on your business card. You know, you have to make content, let people know you exist, and then go look at how the content did on one platform to another and be like, okay, this is my YouTube audience is different than my Facebook. I know my YouTube audience is way different than my Facebook audience because my YouTube audience is much more, you know, if you look at the audience, it's much more international than my Facebook audience is literally USA. If I look at my analytics on Facebook, there's like, okay, this makes sense. But my YouTube audience is more like India, Pakistan, Dubai, and it's like, okay. It's also what part of the world you're in, what type of social media you're using, and it just that's how it's going to work out. It's like you're going to have make content for your business, your book, your nonprofit, whoever you're making content for. Just make the content, throw it out there, promote it, check it 3, 6, 9 months to see how it's growing. You know, obviously respond to your comments instantaneously or as soon as you can, and just see what people like. You know, when we're doing live streams on YouTube, you're like, I don't think I know I get way more viewers on my live streams on YouTube than I do on my Facebook live streams. It's just okay. Facebook also deletes those after 30 days. YouTube keeps them forever. And then the comments. My YouTube my wife gets weird, interesting YouTube comments when she live streams. Mine are like, "You're wrong about this." And I'm like, "I okay, thank you for your feedback. I don't think I'm wrong about this, but thank you for your feedback. And why do you think, I was like, why do you think I'm wrong?" And somebody's telling, I had a comment where somebody told me they could run Windows 11 on a 20-year-old computer. And I'm like, if you can show me how to do that, that would be amazing because I don't think it's possible. I know what the limits are because I do it all the time for people, for business owners who want to keep their old hardware. I know what the limits are, but maybe I'm wrong, or maybe you're just trolling me and it's a funny comment. You're looking for a reaction, whatever. But it's a comment on your YouTube comments. You gotta respond to them to keep the engagement up. So okay. Uh, it extended it. I know class is over. I'm just gonna play this just because there's no error messages, and it actually made a. It says it made it 60 seconds long. So feeling stuck on your YouTube channel?
It's choppy and we can't hear it.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't know if I'm sharing sound or not because I was just sharing I was just screen sharing. I don't think I'm sharing audio. Anyway, it is officially. It's been an hour. We will see. Thank you for showing up. We will see you next week for week 28 of YouTube University. You have any questions during the week, just go drop them in the Facebook group and we'll respond. I don't think there's been any comments recently, so we need a little bit more activity in that I am YouTube famous Facebook group. So I know we got like 165 members in there and they're not showing up. So I need to go and do a little bit more promotion in the Facebook group. But if you can go drop some comments in there, maybe we can reactivate the zombies that are in our Facebook group because they've obviously joined the Facebook group because they want to see what we're doing, and I need to entice them to show up and solve whatever content creation roadblocks that they're running into. But thank you all for showing up, and we will see you same time next week. All right.
Stay warm.
Stay warm. Yes, that's no. Okay.